All right, here is our next box. We've got Capcom Platinum Series. So the history lesson on Platinum is that it's the first, if not only, full reprint series in UniVersus history, like all of it in every owner. They took anything that had the, oh, you can see my phone from here. You can see me from here. They took anything that had the Capcom name on it, such as Mega Man or Darkstalkers, and they reprinted it in exclusively foil cards. So everything inside of these packs will be foil. I think there's a total of like 10 cards in here that are brand new. Everything else you could have found in a older product as non-foils. So we're gonna go and get rocking. This came out right after the Street Fighter set came out, which is why there would be no Street Fighter cards in here. But we're gonna see a lot of Mega Man. We're gonna see a lot of a lot of Mega Man, a lot of, holy cow, I'm gonna get so much good stuff in these packs. A lot of Mega Man, a lot of Street Fighter, excuse me, a lot of Mega Man, a lot of Darkstalkers. This card's crazy. After you play a weapon attack, you get stun 1, play ball committed. So cool. Hatred of Autumn. Wow. Just looking back at all of these cards is like such a throwback nostalgia for me. Man. Magnet Slam. This card's so good. Gymnastic. Oh my goodness. Rain Flush as our first rare. And then our second rare is Diligent Worker. Now, the coolest thing about these packs, right, is on some of them, the foiling pattern on them is like so incredible and actually has like a pattern on it. And we will see if we can find some so that I may get them into the light for you. I forgot that's how it worked. The foiling of these cards is like so good of like what is foiled and what's not. Like all the blue on Mega Man, like the dark blue, isn't foil on this card. And so they look incredibly, incredibly good in paper. I'm going to separate out the rares and the not rares. Capcom Platinum is unironically what I aspire they do for MHA. I mean, I think that it would be a smart move. It would just be worth a lot of money, and I don't know if they have the license to do it. The love they put in the set? Oh, 100%. I agree with that fully, actually. Oh, here's a prime example. You ready? All right, so we're going to see if we can find it. So the foiling pattern on this, do you see all the stuff in the background? Those are snowflakes. Let's see if I can get nice and close. And then there are snowflakes in the background of the card. This is such cool detail, and the flakes were not originally on. The flakes were not originally on the art, right? Because they came as an on-foil. Narcissist. Yeah, and like there's like the cool pattern in the back there. It's very neat. Copy. Yo. Soul Flash. Soul Beats. Basic Training. Back when Basic Training was bad. Bubble Lead. Yo. This card's so sick. And then our last one, Pharaoh's Salvation. Looks good. A second key in. I'm in. Okay. Quick Slam. Wait, will we see one with nature? Very, very likely. In a whole box? I'd be surprised if we didn't get at least one with nature, you know? Another Magnet Slam. Robot Master is one of the coolest cards of all time. Each check of 4 your attack is 1 damage and stun 1. Only playable if this damage is currently 4. Serenagiri. And then, yo, this is such a Bishiban box. Holy cow. Could you get the foil characters in this set? I didn't think you could, right? Is that right, Rochester? Help me out. You can't, you can only get the new characters in this set, right? I'm pretty sure that's the case. I think they had a separate product that I believe is now fully sold out. that had all the characters in it. It was like a box. Swarm of Bats, so cool. Changing Directions, Forgotten. Cool card. Little Buddy! It's Lamolta. Crash Bomber. This card's so cool. If the deck is partially blocked, add it to your hand after it resolves. What a neat freaking card. Time Slow. Yes. While this card's in your card pool, all your opponent's checks get -1. And then Time In enhance, add the top card of your deck to your momentum. Enhance, gain 2 vitality. It had Desperation, Stun 2, and Stun 2. So if you're less than half health, it had Stun 4. Crazy. Why wasn't I playing this in my last week's deck, in the Vega deck? Could have been crazy. And then Intelligent and Shrewd. Once per turn, look at your momentum. You can rearrange it. You can destroy discard momentum. If the discard momentum was a foundation, flip one of your opponent's foundations. Man, what an interesting card to have made the rare. what an interesting card to make the rare. Did they reprint Motivation here? I don't know what that is, truthfully. Crash Slam, improved design. Holy cow! I love improved design. Double crosser. Let's go. Stone Man. Wow, somebody mentioned Nick Reagan, huh? 534 response. After an attack gets a speed or damage bonus, it gets -2 speed or damage. Enhance commit. Commit 2 of your opponent's non-character cards. Deadlock enhance. Your attack gains stun 3. Just for free. Yeah, this card's crazy. Concern for the future. 8,000 degrees. A new ally. Look at the swag on that coat. Pulled Demagogen. Response once per turn, or enhance once per turn. Look at your top card of your deck. Desperation response. Remove after your opponent plays an attack. Add it to their hand. So good. So good. Man, I miss all these cards. And then a second Serenigary. Units commit, attack gets +2 speed and +1 damage for each character in your stage. Interesting. It might be in the league kit. That's what I think. I think the characters were in the league kit. Rochester, do you have any league kits? And if so, how much? Because I would love to play a lot of those old characters. I just don't have them. Like Gemini Man. Just kidding. After you block with a card named Gemini Man, add it to your staging area. Enhance your attack that shares at least 2 printed resource symbols with a oh, I can barely read this. At least 2 printed resource symbols. It gains character 1 or gains multiple 1. You can only use cards in your staging area to pay for this card's multiple costs. So you take a Gemini Man and you turn it into another attack, which is neat. Ring Boomerang. Crawling Strike, how cool. Buddhist Devotion. I will have them in Atlanta. Okay. I might have to look at picking one of those up. Hell Dunk. Yes, this card's so dope. Discard a card, draw 2. The discarded card is considered to have been reviewed. That's so sick. Destroy an asset. Change the attack zone to low. So cool. And then my last one, Chirito. Holy cow, I forgot Dark Chirito existed. We're gonna see that. Ed Shoppety's even cooler. Yeah, Ed Shoppety's a British zombie rock star. Why would you not? Why would you not? Why would you not? A second Gemini Man? We're making a Gemini Man deck. It's easy. It's simple. In fact, Mary, Man of Love, Guard Mascot. Look at the swag on this man. Holy cow. Plant Man, you're going crazy. Getting me acting up. Where the seas meet. There's your extra copy. Yeah. Expert Swimmer. Pharaoh Wave. Let's go. Pharaoh Wave is so cool. 6/2, 5 mid for 7, breaker 1 ranged. Your opponent makes a check against a printed difficulty of 6. If it fails, I get to draw 2 cards. And then discard a momentum. This deck gets +2 speed and +2 damage. And your opponent's next check this enhanced step gets -2. So if they check a 3, they actually checked a 1. They want to commit 5 foundations in order for me to draw 2? I don't think so. And my last one is an asset that I won't pronounce. Okay. Buddhist Devotion, Crash Bomber. First Class Materials is very cool. Proud Nose, hey, the reprint. Response, destroy, discard momentum after you make a check a 1 recheck. Balance Fighter, wow. Huge get. After this card is discarded from your hand, draw a card. Response, commit. Before the block step of an attack, return it to its printed speed. This card is so nuts. This card is so good. Another Crawling Strike. Conflicted Ambition. I designed Pharaoh Wave. Hey, claps. I love Pharaoh Wave. It's such a cool card. And then here's Shirito. And then my last one is another Time Slow. I should have played Vega this week. Vega was so good with Time Slow. 4 diff, 5 mid for 6 with stun 4. It says other checks get -1. Then he gives them all -1. Flawed Energy Core gets a damage only if a card's been discarded from your card pool this turn. That's probably really good in retro. You know, that card, hold on, this card's actually probably nuts in like Mikasa. I bet like Proto Man Mikasa kind of goes crazy. Once per turn, destroy a foundation. If the top card of your discard pile is not a foundation, add a card from your hand to your staging area and draw a card. Wow, this card's so cool. Mecha Dragon Blast, we're getting it, boys. Yo, we're getting this Dr. Wily deck. It's easy. A third Shirito. I guess I have to play this cool multiple 2 move. Although it's hella blank. There's like only one character that like worked with readying and committing momentum, and I think that reprogramming is such a neat card. Oh man, I wish that reprogramming would come back. I guess it did, right? I guess it did because of but even better with City Rampage. All right, never mind. I guess I don't want reprogramming. Bridging the Races, how cool. Sheep Man. Enhance. Your breaker charge or stun attack gets +2 speed and +2 damage. Only playable if there's no cards in your opponent's card pool. Enhance once per turn. Your turn. Lose 2 health. Add one of your rivals' foundations to the top of their deck. Add a foundation from their discard pile to their staging area committed. That's cool. That's neat. Agile is so good. Agile's so good. Weapons upgrade. Response commit after you play an attack. It gets +1 to its breaker, powerful, or stun rating. So good. And then Majijin. Oh, Jetta's so cool. Jetta's so cool. I can't wait to pull a bunch of Jetta stuff from my Street Fighter vs. Darkstalkers box and be sad that I can't play Jetta in retro. Oh, I just get to flip. I don't have to do the thing. Delta kick. Changing directions. A second Lamalta? We're in it. We're in the money. So many Crash Bombers. Killing Dinosaurs. Response commit. After it blocks up of your attack, it gets +2 damage. It's pretty good. Merciless Master. Enhance once per turn. Add a momentum to the top of your deck. Drill Bomb. 6/1, 5 mid for 7. Name a card. Your opponent reveals their hand and discards all copies of the named card. Enhance. This is the first attack you play this turn. The next card you attempt to play this turn passes. No check necessary. Very cool. And then Smile and Missile. I remember this card as being good strictly because it was a 2 high block breaker 2. Discard a card. This attack gets 3 damage. Discard a momentum. This attack's damage is 8 or more. Destroy one of your opponent's foundations with an ability that grants a speed or damage bonus. 4/2 for all that. Cossack Buster. Hunters Once More is such a cool card. 1/5/3 high block responds after you play another copy of this card. Add that card to your momentum. So when this one's in your stage, if you play another one, whether it be like as a form or as a block, you get to just shove it in your momentum. This card was so sick. Paying the debt, form commit, clear a card. A second Robomasters, that's huge. That's a huge get. Reform Scientist, loved that one. This one cancel breakers, right? But now it doesn't anymore. That modifies the difficulty of a card. Yeah, this one doesn't do anything anymore. It's so funny. Look at the foil. So neat. So neat. Laser Trident. Because the speed for each card in your hand. Response card pool. After you play this card as reversal, your opponent adds the top card of their deck to their card pool face down. The 2 high for 7, 6 diff. To a block reversal, and then just give it like 3 or 4 speed. It's pretty neat. And then the last card is Short Fuse. 1/5/3 high block. Response flip. After a rival partially blocks your attack, seal their block. It's crazy. We got Short Fuse back, and we don't play with it anymore. It was only ever like a sideboard piece, anyways. Unless you had like some crazy combo you had to protect, but. Shield Ram. I forgot this card existed. We have to find 4 of these in the 3 more of these in the rest of our packs. That's gonna be difficult. This set is huge. Drill Man. All right, Drill Man. Drill Man is kind of busted in retro. 5/30. He says you cannot play attack cards during the first turn of the game. You can't do that anymore in Tam's retro. And then the first card you attempt to play on your turn passes. No check necessary. Are there any 13 diffs in the game that I would want to pass on turn 2 with no check necessary? Who'd have think? And then response after an attack deals 4 or more damage, add 1 card from your opponent's discard pile to the top of their deck. Your opponent must reveal a random card from their hand. This card's so good. This card's it's funny. It's funny at minimum. Rolling Cutter, Proud Nose, Power Stone. Oh, I remember Power Stone. And then S-Class Hunter. This card's so neat. Response. After your opponent plays an ability on one of their committed foundations, they lose 2 vitality, period. Natalia or Drillman, who does giant attacks better? It's probably Natalie. Just because she has 1 more hand size. She's a 6-hander. So she gets to like actually play the game for real a little bit better. And she can play it anytime she wants. So she can play it as like the 4th card of the turn. Right? She doesn't have to play it on the 1st. Splash Woman. Oh, wave the foil. The foil of the waves. That looks really good. This character's terrible. At the start of each combat phase, lose 1 health. You may play only 4 cards from your hand each turn. Enhance, discard 2 cards, gain 2 health. This character's very bad. Pinbot Strike. I have to find 3 more of those before the end of the box. Pharaoh Shot. Man, I love all Pharaoh Man stuff. It's so cool. Dust in the Wind, what a crazy card. Air Tiki. Another card that's got like sick foiling. And then our last card is Sprigio. Response card pool. After you block with this card, you may attempt to play it as a reversal after this attack resolves. Enhance. If the attack was played as reversal and deals damage, draw 2 cards. So you block with your 1 mid block, right? You block with your 1 mid block, and then you play this 2 mid for 2 that if they don't block, you just draw 2 more blocks. It's so neat. So neat. Tribal Protector. When committing foundations to pass checks to play an attack with printed difficulty 5 or more, committing this card counts as committing 2 foundations. Under the earth or water symbol? After your opponent's ready this foundation? I wonder which King of the Monsters would want to play this card. A second Pinbot? We're in the business. A third Lamalta? Plant Man. The hardest text to read on a card of all time. Enhance once per turn, look at the top 3 cards of your deck and discard 2 of them. Enhance. If your non-throw attack deals damage, gain vitality equal to your momentum. Enhance, your attack gets 1 speed for each of your momentum. This character's very cool. Gamma Crush. Gamma Crush is one of my favorite UniVersus cards of all time. It's a 7 diff, 4 low for 9. This deck gets 1 speed for each foundation that's been destroyed this turn. This includes my attacks and my foundations and your foundations. For any foundation that's been destroyed, it's because of 1 speed. How neat. How cool. Reactive Style is neat. Shining Blade is neat. And then Clever Strategist, and then Black Justice. After you review this card, your rival destroys 1 ready foundation. Response commit. After you discard a momentum to pay the cost of a powerful ability, draw a number of cards equal to that momentum discarded, maximum 2. You design Gamma Crush too? Me and Sean O'Brien, hey, we are 2 peas of a pod. Gamma Crush is dope. Gamma Crush is dope as hell. It's my favorite one of in my Dr. Wily deck. It had no business being in that deck, but boy howdy, sometimes a 9 low for 9 just gets the job done. It just gets the job done. They never have the low block, except for when they have to have the low block because you've got Gamma Crush and you've got a Capsule Zap. Ever Hopeful. This card got reprinted. We were talking about this one. Enhance, remove, add a card to your hand. Preparing the Curse. Hey, look. 5 low for 5 blank all symbol card. How interesting. Snuggie with the resub. Thank you so much. Version 9 confirmed. Love it. Love to hear it. Beauty can overcome. Swarm of Bats. Self-destruct. 6/4, 3 mid-block form. Destroy all foundations and assets in both staging areas. At the top card of your deck, your stage face down. Pretty good. Tim won Nats with Fairman. He did. Yes, he did. That is the first Nats that I got to watch Tim win. It was very cool. Like watching a nightmare. While there are more than X face-up non-unique foundations with exactly 1 copy in your staging area, your hand size gets +1. X equals your character's hand size. So if you, yeah, this card's neat. This card's neat. Way better than Decay Awaken by 1 whole difficulty. I think Decay's got a better block though, which is the trade-off. And hilariously, I'm playing to a Decay Awaken this weekend. And guess who's going to call it self-destruct if I ever have to play it? Surveyor's so good. Form commit, add a momentum to your hand. I bet that would go nuts in this format right now. Just a form commit way to add a momentum that doesn't let your rival re-ready cards. MM copy. A 3rd or 4th Soul Beats. That's kind of a big get. Short Fuse. And then our last one is Hyper Bomb. Hyper Bomb is so good. What an insane value card. 5/3, 3 low for 5, 2 high block, stun, 2 weapon. Enhance. If this deck is not blocked, draw a card. Enhance, commit a foundation. If your opponent has more health than you do, destroy 1 foundation that was committed due to this attack's stun ability. What a get. What a huge get. Love me some Hyper Bomb. It is very similar to that old card, Pharaoh Shot. The old Shigaraki 5 diff. It's his ultra rare. The Shigaraki 1/1. Sense of Justice with the zipper in the background. All right. Strength of Tail. Omnidirectional Blade Strike. What a bad card. It says that you, as the mid block, you can block with multiple cards over and over again, which is fine. Sacrifice. Now, what a Tam-ass card. After you review this card, draw 2 additional cards during the draw step. You cannot play non-attack cards as forms for the rest of the turn. After you discard this card due to your rival's effect, draw 2 cards. Your opponent cannot play non-attack cards for the rest of this turn. Enhance, your non-throw attacks gain powerful 3. Very cool. Sense of Justice, that Spinner's card? It is Spinner's card. It's actually a direct reprint. Well, actually, we can actually look at that one because that one's interesting. Yeah, 2/5, 2 high block, enhance, commit, name a keyword. Your opponent's attack gets +X speed or -6 damage. X equals the number of attacks that keyword has. It is exactly a Spinner card. So if you're looking to play some Mega Man cards in Standard, you're allowed to play Sense of Justice. Actually had the board get blown up on me tonight. Can confirm reset is bad against horns. Yes, absolutely. Because you clear your card pool. Gravity Hold. Hey, they errated this card. The Gravity Hold that we opened earlier tonight definitely had some stuff. Second Mega Dragon Blast. I'm in. Negative Stolen. People had such a tizzy about this card. 4/3, 2 mid for 4. While this card's in your card pool, after an attack deals damage, mine or yours, gain 1 health. Enhance. If this attack is not blocked, you may choose not to clear it from your card pool during the end phase. People were so upset that this card existed. Could you imagine that, chat? Back in the day, when anytime an attack dealt damage, you just gained a health. This is the things that people had to complain about back in the day. Now we have to complain about combined firepower. Hey, Dimitri too. Look at the bats. Look at the bats in the background. How cool. 626. Each ability in this character is only playable once per turn. Enhance. Choose one card in your card pool. This card does not count with progressive difficulty for the rest of the turn. Enhance. Your opponent's next attack this turn gets +1 difficulty, and then enhance gain 2 vitality. Very neat. And then Surveyor. We have weapons upgrade, which we've seen, and then lastly we have Final Russo. Final Rosso? I think it's Rosso. 4/2, 4 mid for 4, multiple 2 combos with a high attack or high block. Excuse me. Enhance. The next time you remove this an attack card from the game during this enhance step, add it to your momentum. Very cool. Combo Enhance. Remove one card in either player's card pool from the game. How cool! It feeds its own multiple. It's pretty neat. Have I done my deck docs for tonight? I have not. I have not. And I'm not doing deck docs unless they are for Atlanta Carlitoville. We will come back next week and we will do your kitchen table decks. I'm super down for that. Strength of Tail, Gravity Hold, Reformed Scientist, Deadly Needle, Design for Combat, E, Flip, discard a card, draw a card, period. Firestorm. Chat, I'm going to lose my mind. Chat, I'm going to lose my mind. I'm going to lose my mind. Am I down even for side events? Yes, I'm okay with it for side events. I want this card back so bad. I just want this response. Response card pool. After you block with this card, during your next turn, you may play one copy of this card in your discard pile as though it were in your hand. I just want it back so bad. Splendor Love. One with nature. Hey, we found him. Look, he's so cute. Look at the demands. A second bubble lead, and then dodge. Hey, it's just Runaway. It's Runaway the card. Response, lose X vitality. Before the block step of your opponent's attack, it deals no damage. Add one of your opponent's foundations to their hand. X equals half of that attack's damage rounded down. Neat. I remember never owning the OG dodge, and by the time this one came out, we never played it. You designed that card? Dodge is pretty dope. I'm a big fan of Dodge. Up next, we've got Woodman. Saul Woodman. 628. Enhance once per turn. Add a foundation to your hand. Add the top card of your deck to your staging area face down committed. Your next check to play a card this turn gets +1. Enhance commit. Your attack gets +3 damage. Everybody was losing their mind over this guy. Everybody thought that Woodman was busted, broken in half. This guy was fine at best. His support, very good. Him, whatever. Hunters once more. Whew, so cool. Second negative stolen. Man, there's certainly some really cool ideas that I get to do. A second dodge. Does Runaway have the chaos symbol? It's got chaos, doesn't it? Can I run dodge and Runaway in my deck? And then big Cyclone. This card's hella banned. We're not even going to bother because we'll never play with that card ever again. We just run 4 dodge, 4 runaway and say that our opponent's moves never hit us, but we never block anything. Okay. Last couple packs here. Wow. Look at this card. So incredible. The petals. Wowzers. Homemade Explosive. Another card I wish would come back. We miss Homemade Explosives. Destroying assets is dope. Shadow Man. Response once per turn after you play a flash attack. Add one other flash attack from your card pool to your momentum. Response. Discard a momentum. After an attack is played, your rival destroys one foundation. If the destroyed foundation's difficulty was 1 or less, this attack gets +3 damage. I ran Big Cyclone during last Retronats. Yuck. That card's hella banned. Whoa, look at the snowflakes. I DQ myself after I realized. Hell yeah. That's very honorable of you. Scorch Wheel. Mail Enhanced, draw a card for each foundation has been added to your card pool. Hell yeah. Love Scorch Wheel. Big fan. And then Skull Barrier. Another one of those response blocks after you block with it. You can play it as a reversal. And it also has response card pool, discard 2 momentum. After your opponent plays an attack, discard it from their card pool. So cool. What a huge get. I want to play Skull Barrier so bad. I'm playing Skull Barrier, actually. Actually, I'm playing Skull Barrier. You designed both those rares? You designed this one? Did you put the missing text on it? Or was that somebody else? Because if you're the one who put the missing text on it, whoops. Yep, before Rata. Whoops. Holographic Buster. Skull Barrier. I have so many Deforesters. I bet that card's probably good in retro. Ophidiophobia. I told design it was pushed. I appreciate it. A second self-destruct. Actually, we're playing 8 self-destruct deck. And then another S-Class Hunter. What are we missing? What's the big thing? What's our big hit from this pack? What could be in here that I want? I don't know. I can't remember. Hey, Splash Woman. There it is. That's the hit we were looking for. Pinbot. That's what we needed. Yes, yes. We need more Pinbots. Dauntless. Dust in the Wind is very good. That might be our 4th Soul Beats, which is crazy. No Other Purpose. 3/5, 2 low block. Enhanced commit. Your attack gets +X damage. X equals the number of cards you've discarded this combat phase. And then response flip after your opponent draws 1 or more cards due to an effect. Look at their hand. Hell yeah. And then our last one is another Spraggio. That was great. What a cool box. What a very, very awesome box. Let's go back through our hits real fast in no particular order. Luckily for us, every pack had 2 hits. Maybe if I could separate the cards. Sorry, everybody. We're doing a bad job of this. Try not to get them upside down. Okay. All right. Going back through everybody. Yeah, Platinum is a very, very cool set. And there's a lot of like really neat ideas that that you can play for retro that are just like staples, right? Like Spraggio, Air Tiki is like a super, super good card. Let's see. Weapons upgrade I think is probably huge. Commit a Foundation, because this card is unique, but it's not playable once per turn, right? So like you can give your stun 2, stun 3. I commit 1, you commit 3 is like super good. Time Slow, although it's a 2-check, like people just like have to respect that card. But there's just like a lot of really, really cool ideas. Pharaoh Wave. Love Pharaoh Wave. And I forgot I got Rain Flush. And with that, thank you much for watching this this video. I do greatly appreciate it. Again, if you're interested in getting any of these any of these retro UniVersus cards, go to Rochester CCG. Big shout out to them for sending me these boxes. And if you want to play with those cool retro cards, at the last Wednesday of every month, there is a webcam retro tournament that is hosted right here on my channel that you can come and you can sign up. You can play some cool retro games. So with that, thank you much for watching, you guys, and as always, I wish you well.